Hey, welcome everybody to the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply Catch-Up Show every Wednesday night here at 6:30 on Facebook. I'm your host, Steve Ray. I want to thank everybody for watching, tuning in tonight. I want to welcome all of our visitors from the Nougat Grilling Group, from the Pit Barrel Cooker Owners Group. If you're tuning in, I've invited everybody to watch. We're going to be talking about the Badger barrel cooker here in just a few minutes. And I hope you'll all be entertained with our information and entertained with our banter as we go on through the night. I want to welcome all the Pit Life Barbecue Show fans and all the Barbecue Central Show fans as well. If you are tuning in, if you saw the thread I posted in there, we're glad that you're here. And I know that I'm hesitating a little bit because here in the South, our South was rocked tonight with the announcement that Nick Saban is retiring from Alabama. I mean, it is big news. I mean, it is huge news. And with that, I will bring in Pete Breton and Michael Williams, two of the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply pro staffers. Now, Pete is a big Alabama fan. Michael is a Georgia fan. I am a Tennessee fan, and I will tell you right now that I and Michael are beside ourselves in joy that Nick Saban is retiring. We were talking before the show on who's going to get the job. Of course, I said Jim Harbaugh, and Pete threw up, and then my barbecue Mike said Nick Saban, or not Nick Saban, but Lane Kiffin, and then I threw up. So the speculation has begun on who will be the new coach at Alabama. What a I know this is the barbecue show, but it's so easily to turn it into a sports show because barbecue and football go hand in hand, don't you
Yes,
know?
they do.
You look at all the coaching positions that are open now. They've already said Harbaugh's leaving Michigan. They said he's gone. He's already gone. So and you got Mike Vrabel from the Tigers was fired. The
Yeah.
guy from the Falcons was fired. New England Patriots. We don't know what Belichick's going to do. But is this not going to be the most exciting Pete off season you've ever seen?
Hey, I still think, Dan Lanning, there's somebody else from Oregon that, coached under Nick Saban that could be a possibility.
Yeah,
You're right. There's coaches leaving left and right, being fired left and right.
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And Michael, your boy Kirby Smart, they've got him in Atlanta already looking at properties in Buckhead.
Well, I
Or
think
not,
it's wishful
yeah,
thinking on some people's parts.
and but this is insane.
It is.
Insane. College football has gone crazy, and the NFL's gone crazy. It's win today, baby.
Yeah.
George Allen said the future is now. Remember him with the coach of the Redskins.
That's
The
right.
future is now, and I don't think it's been any more evident as of right now in 2024 that the future is now, buddy. We're not waiting on you for 3 years.
We could see so many coaches move around that we don't even suspect is going to leave. There's no telling what this off season's going to be.
I think Nick's going to be barbecuing. He's going to get into the barbecuing business.
Cool.
Cool.
I hope he does. I hope he comes to Ottawa. Wouldn't it be cool?
It would.
He said, "Hey Nick, you need to go up to Ottawa to the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply Store. They are great up there. How cool would that be? How cool that'd be just great.
I'd love
That'd
to
be
meet him.
Yeah, I'd like to meet him too.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet him too. Okay, there's our football talk for tonight. We're here every Wednesday night at 6:30, just before the Butcher Barbecue product review show that's coming up at 7:30 on the Butcher Barbecue Facebook page. That's with David Bosca. And tonight, David at 7:30 on the Butcher Barbecue Facebook page at 7:30 Eastern Time, he will be reviewing one of Michael's favorites, sweet chipotle rub. Isn't that your rib go-to, Michael?
That's one of them. It's delicious.
David says that's his go-to rib with honey rub.
Yep.
That's what he's with now. So We'll be reviewing that, and so you can look forward to that. I love those review shows; they're so good. David really goes into what's in the rubs, what brought him to the rub, what made him think about that. You get the background of it. I like that. I like that a whole lot. All right, Michael, our Super Bowl Super Snack series is going to be continuing this Saturday at 9 on the Alsness Barbecue Show. That's right here, and it's your turn, Michael.
It is, and I've got a snack in store for you guys. I'm not going to give all the details, but it does include Little Smokies,
Ooh.
and it's going to have some Butcher barbecue products in it. It's going to be so good.
I love Little Smokies.
Yeah,
Pete, you like Little Smokies?
Love them.
We've done a show on Little Smokies already, but Michael's going to give his take on it. And Little Smokies are something that you can, they're wonderful. You can throw them in a pot and heat them up and just put them in some sauce and eat them, or you can dress them up in crescent roll dough, or you can do all kinds of stuff with them.
Yeah.
And so Michael, I can't wait to see what your BBQ Mike take is on Little Smokies.
Well, I'll fill you in Saturday morning.
Today is January 10th.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is less than a month away.
Wow.
That's February the 8th, I believe. So we're on it. We're on it. We want you to tune in every Saturday morning at 9 for the Alsness Barbecue Show, and we're doing our Super Bowl Super Snack series. Let's see. Last week we did pork belly burn ends, and what do we do the week before that, Michael? I can't remember.
We did the sausage balls.
Yeah, the sausage balls,
Right.
Billy's sausage balls, and I almost forgot that, Pete, that we did. We almost.
Everything about this is in the flavor, so that's amazing. You need to give this recipe to Betsy.
I'll let you give it to her.
That's one of the greatest lines ever uttered. Give this recipe to Betsy. I still can't get over that. It's fun. Last year we did chicken wings, and by the time we got to the Super Bowl, I think we were all burned out, bored on chicken wings. Don't you? I know I was. How many ways can you do chicken wings?
They're good.
So, man, they are good. They are good. We were I was supposed to, Pete, I was supposed to, or I was wishing or hoping that our shipment of the new Lane's rubs would have been in today, because I was going to try to get Ryan Lane on the show tonight, but they were shipped out today, and so we're really excited about the Lane's line of rubs that are going to be at the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply Store. Hopefully tomorrow. They come out of Bethlehem, Georgia, and I believe Bethlehem, Georgia is just between Atlanta and Athens, so it's not that far. What's that, Michael?
That's 3-4 hours.
Yeah, it's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah,
I could have sent you down there.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah. So, but hopefully they'll be here. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully for sure Friday, and we'll get those on the shelf. And Pete, I'm going to tell you right now, folks. Pete, kudos to you, Pete, for the work that you've done at the store this week and last Saturday. I've never seen the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply Store look so good.
Well, I mean, it wasn't just me; it was us together working on it. But it turned out nice, and you know what? You got to move stuff around every now and then, but you got a great amount of good supplies in there. So folks can come in now and walk right to where they want, see what they want. So I think we did some things that's better for the store. And obviously I think people coming in will notice a difference.
We got everything up. We got everything up. We got the Heath Riles section and the Malcolm Reed section. We got it. We gave them more space. We got to spread it out rather. And we got it up. We've got Lane's. We've got a big old empty space for Lane's rubs coming, and we've got Craig Sherry's rubs in a new place.
Melissa's.
And Melissa's got we cleared cleared a spot out for Melissa Cookson and Tuffy Stone and Myron Mixon's.
Nice area over there
Yeah.
for Myron, which actually was kind of hidden a little bit, but since it's been moved, it's actually been selling. a lot
Absolutely. They didn't know, people come in and say, oh, I didn't know you had this stuff. Yeah, it's right here. And that's good. So we're giving everybody good visibility in the store. And the reason we do that, we want you, the shopper, to be able to see easily everything that we've got. And we're doing something right now that I did a couple years ago. We've got an overstock of some sauces, and I'm giving them away. If you come in the store, all you got to do is come in and visit the store. You don't have to buy anything. You get a free bottle of sauce. We got it all on the table, and it's the good stuff too. It's not the junk. It's the good stuff, and it's on a special table. Michael, you haven't seen it yet, have you, Michael?
I haven't, just in a picture. I haven't been there to see it in person yet.
I got about 4 cases at home of it. Every time I go to the store, since I go every day, I just take one home with me. I did take some home, and I'd never tried that sauce before, and I did open it and try it the other day. It was actually really good. It's a sweet sauce, so that's one of the reasons I usually don't use a real sweet sauce, but it was very good.
Yeah, so all you got to do is come in just for a visit. I had a guy come in today, and he goes, I've never stopped here. I just wanted to, you got a few minutes. I wanted to stop. And I said, well, here, come on over here and get some sauce. He goes, free? I said, yeah, you get it just for visiting. He felt so honored to get a free bottle of sauce that he went over and bought some Grilling Addiction, the best selling rub.
You
can't leave the store without a bottle of Butcher Barbecue Grilling Addiction. So he bought that, and he was thrilled to death. Everybody's thrilled to death to get free bottles of. The only thing I worry about are those glass bottles.
There's not many of those left.
They scare me. And we've been in business 4 years. We've had 2 times when we've dropped a bottle of sauce, and I swear it takes 5 hours to clean it up, to get it all up. It takes 5 hours because you got to get it up, that's just a calling card to ants.
It is.
I've got an exterminator that comes once a month. Man, we spray for ants all the time because we got 0 ants at the store, 0 ants. But boy, you spill a bottle of sauce, and those little, ants send out scouts. They're an organized bunch of bastards. They are, and they send out scouts, and they look for food. And that's why when you see a couple, 1 or 2 in your house, man, you got to kill it, and you got to call the exterminator because right on the other side of the wall, there's like 5 million of them just waiting.
Well, that's because when they put that poison out, they get it and they take it back to their colony. Yeah. But now they're carrying barbecue sauce back to their colony, and they're all coming out for more barbecue.
They're going, yeah, baby. Yeah, man, barbecue at the Alsness Barbecue Supply Store. Come on, let's go get it. So, but come on down and visit us, man. Come on down. If you're watching from Knoxville up down in Atlanta, North Georgia, over in Western North Carolina, Western North Carolina, over towards Marion County, come over and visit. Come over this Friday. We're worth the drive, I promise you. We get a lot of people, Pete, from Marion County that can drive over on Saturdays.
That guy come in that lives out there near Fall Creek Falls the other day that came in and said that he made the trip from Fall Creek Falls.
Up in Pikeville,
Up in Pikeville.
Yeah, Van Buren County.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So come on down and get a free bottle of sauce, and I guarantee you there's something there that you will say, I've been looking for this, or I've been wanting this, or do you have this? And 9 times out of 10, we can take care of you. So we're real excited about the store this year. We're going to be doing lots of different things. Of course, Green Mountain Grills will be back with us for 2024. And Pete and Mike, I cannot be more excited than the line of Green Mountain Grills that are coming.
New look.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited too. Now, as everything else, as time changes, they're a little more expensive, but they're well built. How they've got them set up now, I really wished when I bought mine, it looked like they do right now. So
they went up about $100 a grill. It's still the best made grill for the value and for the money. It beats. I think it beats everything out there. And I'm not just saying that because we sell them. I've looked at them. It sure beats Traeger all hands down.
Oh yeah,
It sure beats Traeger, Michael.
Hey, Steve,
absolutely.
question for you. So these new ones when they come out, if I'm somebody that has one, that's bought the rotisseries and all the stuff that go with their ones they have now, will they
Yeah,
work on those as well?
absolutely they will.
Okay.
The pizza oven, the rotisseries. There's going to have they've got a new side burner that's out for a steak searing, and it's electric. You don't have to have double. You don't have to have propane like a lot of these other companies have. You simply plug it in. You can take your steak off of it. If you're reverse searing a steak, an electric sear right there, right next to you.
And I love to reverse sear steaks, and that would be a great setup. Just take it right off the smoker, throw it on that little searing section, get it seared up, whatever temperature you want. There's dinner.
And the grill grates will make an exact fit for that sear, so you can put a grill grate on there, and it'll be even greater than it is now because everything's better with grill grates.
Absolutely.
I promise you.
Got to
All right.
have those flavor stripes on them.
Yeah, exactly right. I was reading something. Somebody sent me an email or a note or something and said that those flavor or those stripes were so overrated, and I thought, man,
I saw that.
I said, man, what are you talking about? I said that's the game changer.
If anybody ever saw that video where we did the pork steaks
Yeah,
and
hatched them and
oh my gosh,
yeah.
they were amazing. The look of it was amazing. I love the grill marks off the grill grates on
Oh, they're
anything
great.
I cook.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're great. Let's go around the horn real quick. I'll start off. Talk about some cooks that we've done. I tried some Cuban cigars that I got from. I got the idea from one of Lane's Rub's videos, and mine was. I'm not going to call it a fail, but I missed the mark, and I'm going to be working on those because we're going to do a show on the Cuban cigars before the Super Bowl, and I'm it's one of those foods that I'm excited about, Michael, if I can get the darn taste right.
Well, Steve, I'm sure you wasn't too far off the mark with them. You're a pretty good cook.
They were blah. I mean, they were just I'm waiting on that Cubano rub that they've got that Lane's has got. I'm going to try some of that on it because that's what they paired it with.
If you watch the video, he said the two key things in that process of what he did, and he made sure about the pickle, but the two other key things were the Cubano seasoning that he used, and then he used a liquid sauce on it. And I can't remember what it was, the sauce that he used, but he said those were key factors into that taste.
Yeah.
So that's something we need to look at, and because we want to replicate it and see what it tastes like.
Yeah, we'll get it tweaked. Michael, go ahead to you. What I know you've been doing a lot of cooking. What have you cooked lately?
Well, I mean, I cooked a Boston Bud on the new Deep South gravity fed that I finally got traded for, and enjoyed.
Hey, how did that work?
Oh, it cooks great. I mean, Deep South is a fantastic smoker. Unfortunately, not in business anymore, but he still made very good quality stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
It's a dual chamber smoker. So I lit one side, put the Boston Bud in, and all I did was season it with salt and hit it with a lot of smoke.
We talked about that before you did it. And
Yeah.
Did you like the way that worked out?
I loved it. And one of the things I did is after I pulled it, I added my rub to the end of it, where you've actually, you're putting fresh rub in the smoky pulled pork, and that makes a difference. So that was a great idea. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, right. I invented that, right? Pete, what have you been cooking? I saw you had a picture. You showed me a picture of something this morning.
So, I cooked some red beans and rice. This time of year when it's getting cold, I do a lot of stews, a lot of red beans, rice, chilies. Did the burn ins, but I'll tell you what I did the other day is when we bought Steve, when you and I went out and bought all those rib roasts.
Yep.
I took a couple of those rib roasts and cut them up into steaks.
Oh.
So I smoked a couple of steaks the other day, and wow, they were fantastic. They turned out just so tender. So just piddling around, and then I also made some more of the dip that I make. So the queso dip that I make with the sausage and smoked Gouda and stuff. So I made a pan of that. I'm going to make some more. I'm going to do a little different in it this time. I'm going to change up a little what meats and stuff I put in there, and a little different seasoning this time to see if I can give it a little more of a twang.
That dip that you make, Pete, is just with that cream of mushroom. That's the game changer. That is just makes it fantastic. Michael, I've told you about that dip. Pete brought some his Rotel dip over, and people always bring me food and want me to taste it, and I always do, and I appreciate it. But he brought me Rotel dip, and I thought, how good could this be? It's Rotel dip, and I took a bite with when he left it off. I heated it up and got the Tostitos out and sat down and watched the Titans, and I put that Tostito in that dip, and I mean, it was like, wow, this stuff is a different level than what I've made.
Well, I hear about all this good food that Pete cooks, but for some reason I haven't got to taste it yet.
He's a good cook, and
Yeah.
And the only fail I've ever seen him have was those red beans and rice he gave me.
It wasn't a fail. It was a fail on the part that I spiced it up before I gave it to Steve, and it almost killed me.
It was awful. My head was on fire. My hair was on fire. My butt was catching. I tell you what, it was hot. It was hot.
You got to come around often, Michael. That's all.
You need to move up to Ottawa, Michael.
I may do that one day.
We have a fun time up here. All right, let's get going here. Don't forget at 7:30 over on the Butcher Barbecue Facebook page. David Bosca, the owner and founder of Butcher Barbecue, does his product review show every night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Butcher Barbecue Facebook page. It's not on our Facebook page. It's on the Butcher Barbecue Facebook page. All you got to do is that when we go off, just go over to there. It's easy. It's like turning channels on your remote. Go to David's page, the Butcher Barbecue Facebook page, and David is going to be reviewing his sweet chipotle rub, which is one of Michael's favorites. I don't use it much because I don't know. For some reason I've never used it, but I need to.
You need to try
it. Use it.
It's a really good sweet heat kind of rub. Yeah. His rubs are really good.
Good on ribs. Pair that with a honey rub. You've got world championship flavor.
You do.
That's the way David Bosca does his. I'm sure, Michael, I'm sure you do yours the same way. And your ribs are always good. They should be. You practice them 14 times a week. So Michael he can cook ribs in his sleep. So that's what David will be doing tonight at 7:30. After we go off the air, go over to David's Facebook page, and you can see all the different reviews that he's done over the last. What's he been doing? Was it been 6 months now?
It's been a while.
It's been good. I love it. Pete and I, when we get done up here, Michael, we always go downstairs, make ourselves a drink, get some chips out, and we crowd around the downstairs computer, and we watch. It's like the old days when we used to watch Lawrence Welk on Saturday night.
Red Skeleton.
Red Skeleton. Okay. I feel better about Red Skeleton. I didn't want anybody to know. I had to watch Lawrence Welk because that's what my parents watched. It was awful. It was brutal.
Steve, you brought up Owl's Nest Barbecue and about David's show, but just a reminder out there. I know you and I have been talking about a lot of people get on your website to watch the shows and stuff on Saturdays and Wednesdays, trying to get everybody to go to Owl's Nest Barbecue to start so we can kind of keep up with everybody on there. Because you can't see between the two, your site and that site, and people are making comments and you can't see them when you're going back and forth on them. So tell everybody out there, get on Owl's Nest Barbecue when they're on the shows, and that way we can respond to you a little better that way.
If you're watching on my personal page, Steve Ray, come on over to Owl's Nest Barbecue and comment. Billy Holland just threw up something. He goes, I've done some Brunswick stew for the first time, and it was awesome.
Good for you.
I bet it was, Billy, because if it's anything like those sausage balls that Betsy needs to learn to cook, right, Pete? That I bet they're just fantastic. All right. Never, ever, ever. I will never, ever, ever, ever let you.
Everything about this is in the flavor. So that's amazing. You need to give this recipe to Betsy.
I'll let you give it to her.
Everything about this is in
Got a friend of mine out there too that's on.
Did they? Is she watching, tuning in?
She's right there. Yeah, you got it right there on there. So
Oh, good, good. Well, Michelle, thank you so much for watching, and we appreciate everybody watching. If you're coming over from all the groups that we posted in, we appreciate that. All right, we're going to get to the as they say, the heart of the matter, like Don Henley always says. Get down to the heart of the matter, and we're going to start talking about the Badger Grill from Pit Barrel Grills, and we're going to show you this short video that we did this afternoon at the store, and then when after the video, stay with us and just watch this video. It's got a lot of good information in it, and it shows you how it works. And then Michael, Pete, and I will be breaking down the Badger barrel from Pit Barrel Cookers. Just in here at Al's Nest Barbecue Supply from Pit Barrel Cookers, it's the new Badger barrel. This is the cooker that the backyard cook is going to love. First, Greg, if you'll back out just a little bit, it's got a dome top. So what that means, when you cook something on the top here, you got plenty of room on top. You don't have to sink it down. Plenty of room. You've got your above heat adjustment right there to ease it. You've got your bottom intake here on the bottom where you set it. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You set it in our area. You'll set it on a 1/4 inch. You'll take these, you'll move them open just a little bit, about right there. And this thing will run at 265 to 275 degrees perfectly. Now, let's dig into it. Take the top off. Come on in, Greg. You've got your hanging grate that you hang your ribs, a brisket, anything you want, you can hang from there. Then you've got your grilling grate. You can grill up here. If you want to cook up there and smoke something, right there. If you want to just hang something, take that out. And you hang from right there. Here's cross member. You can even hang from right there. It goes right in. You put your charcoals in the bottom, and this thing is a monster cooker. But as they say, but wait, that comes off. Something that pit barrels, you can't do with a pit barrel, but you can do it with here. Here's your tray for your charcoal right there. Oops. Say if you want to go home and grill something, or if you want to take it out to an outside party, a tailgate party. Look at that. There's your grill for hamburgers and steaks and whatever, right there. You take that off and put that back on. Wow. The neat thing is it clips. Come on over here, Greg, and I'll show you right there in the light. It clips on 3 sides, so you can pick it up and move it. I'm telling you, $249 is the price point on this Badger barrel. And we are the first retailers in the United States that are going to have these. We should be getting these in 2 weeks. They're $249. If you want to reserve yours, come on by Al's Nest Barbecue Supply right here in Ooltewah. You can put down $50 deposit, and as soon as they get in, we'll call you. The Badger barrel, $249. It's going to be a great tool for your backyard cookers and a contest cooker if you'd like. But for the backyard, you won't be able to beat it. The Badger barrel from Pit Barrel Cookers. See, it's just that easy. Portable, multifunctional. Eh, Michael, you hit it. These things, they are a winner.
They are a winner, Steve. I was following those before they were released to kind of watch the hype that they did, the build, and very interested in them. It's a great universal kind of cooker. You can do anything on it.
We're going to try it out tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging. We're gonna hang a couple of chickens on it. Um, the price point. We were talking before the show. That right now on Amazon they're $199. I bought now that one that you saw at the store. I bought it personally from Amazon because I wanted to have one to look at it, check it out, and before I turned in my order, I wanted to just see it. I could not believe the quality of it for $249.
Well, you know,
And
Steve,
at 199, I mean that's incredible. Now I'm going to say this. If Michael, when they come in, if they're 199 on Amazon, they're going to be 199 at the Allison's barbecue store.
wow.
Okay.
It showed for 6 days at 199. So I don't know what's going on. Just happened. It just came out. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Go ahead, Michael.
Well, you know, the good thing about those cookers is that they're stainless steel. They have a matte black finish on them, but they are stainless steel. They're going to last forever.
The gauge, the metal, the gauge of the metal is good. The clips are, you can tell that they're not. There's nothing chintzy about this thing. I really did think when I unboxed it and put it together last night, I thought this. What can you get for $249? This is what you get for $249 is incredible with this thing.
Yeah,
And-
it's well built. Stainless steel on the inside. It comes with 6 stainless steel hooks too for hanging as well. 16 and a half inches round cooking area.
Yeah.
So plenty of cooking space. I think, Michael, you were talking about hanging ribs. You can hang 6 or 7 ribs in there, I guess.
Easily.
That's a lot to be able to put in there. You wouldn't think it, but when you're looking at that smoker and you're getting right up on it and looking at it, man, I'll tell you, it's nice. And Steve and I identified you can even put, if you choose to, which we like to use a lot, is you could put a pan of water or a pan of liquid down there and cook with it down there as well. So I like doing that.
Right. With the pit barrel cook. Let me give you just a real quick little history lesson. 4 years ago when I opened up the barbecue store, I sold pit barrel cookers. And I've always loved pit barrel cookers. I've used them at the house, I've used them at the store, I've used them in competitions. It's just a great vessel to cook barbecue in. Easy to use, simple. I could not get this was in 20 the fire was in 2018, 2019, 2020 into 2019 into 2020. I couldn't get people to understand the pit barrel cooker. Nobody understood this. Everybody understood this. And they kept asking, well, don't you sell pellet cookers? And I said, I don't. So I went and bought a pellet cooker and I used it one weekend and I thought this is, these are legit. The pellet cookers are, I mean, I still think for the masses, that's the future of barbecue, backyard barbecue pellet cooker. But the pit barrel cookers, some people bought them, but some people didn't want to, mess with the charcoal. Let's fast forward to 2024. We get requests now for charcoal cookers. People have pellet cookers. But they want something, they miss that charcoal. And we did not have that product for them. And I was thinking, well, maybe I'll get a Napoleon. I thought about maybe that sipping or the
Slow and sear.
the slow and sear. And I looked at both of those. Slow and sear didn't have a good. They don't have a good retail department. The Napoleons, it's good cookers, but they've got so many different kinds of things. It got confusing. And then I saw Noah Glanville, the owner of Pit Barrel Cookers, on a barbecue show, the Barbecue Central show. I was looking at some old reruns of it, and there's Noah, and I thought, boom, that's what I've been looking for. That's it. I need to bring back the Pit Barrel Cookers. Unbeknownst to me, he was talking about the Badger cooker then, and I said, this is great. So we're going to have the Pit Barrel Cooker, the original size. We're going to have the Pit Barrel Cooker X, the PBX, the large size, and we're going to stock the Badger cooker. The full line of Pit Barrel cookers will be at Owl's Nest Barbecue Store, and it's going to be a great addition to the Green Mountain Grill pellet cookers. So you'll have a choice of charcoal and a choice of pellets going into the spring at the Owl's Nest Barbecue Store. And Michael and Pete, I tell you what, I cannot be more excited about two great products. And you know what I like about them? Both of the companies, Green Mountain Grill and Pit Barrel Cookers, are privately owned, family owned businesses, and they sell through dealers. And matter of fact, with the Badger, we're going to be the first retailer in the United States to have the Badger. The first one.
That's awesome.
I think that's pretty good.
That
Cool.
is.
I think it's pretty good. You can
And
get it online, but you couldn't go look at it.
right.
And all three of us have always been advocates for you got to go look at it.
Put
Yeah.
your hands on it.
you gotta
gotta
touch it. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
It gives you that
Yeah, that's-
opportunity.
Yeah, you got to see it work. You want to come by on a Saturday, you want to see a rib hanging. How does that work, Steve? Does it not? Why doesn't it get burned at the bottom? Well, I can show you why it doesn't get burned at the bottom.
I was all over today, Michael. I had to understand it and look at it, and then I'm like, okay, are we cooking on it yet? We got to try it.
And that Badger goes hand in hand with the best charcoal on the planet that Steve sells. And it's a family owned business too.
Right, the Texas original charcoal.
Yeah.
So we are real excited about it. We want you to come by and look at it. We're going to get it cranked up in the morning. I'll start it up, and we're going to hang a couple chickens so you can see a couple chickens hang and see how it works. And it's a unique tool for your backyard. And I think for the camper, the hunter, tailgater, outdoorsman, somebody who goes on a hike and likes to take the family or they're a club, so to speak, and you want to have a grill there to use after the event. And this thing is lightweight. Pete, how much does it weigh?
Weighs 35 pounds, 30 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's 35 pounds.
You saw me pick it up at the end of that video. I mean, anybody can move that thing.
Look, the only thing that I need to see on it now is temperatures and how it holds temps. I'm going to be selling a bunch of them, Michael. I will be. So I want to make sure that I can't sell anything that I don't, try out.
Yeah.
And that I can speak to and say, it's absolutely this, it's this, or this. So we're going to be giving it the test tomorrow, well, the first test tomorrow.
Well, hopefully Saturday morning when I come up, there'll be something on it.
We will. We'll crank it up Saturday too.
You might
Yeah.
have to stay longer than 15 minutes.
That's good. I'll stay.
I tell you what I think we'll do. Tomorrow we're going to do chickens. I think we'll do ribs on. I've got some ribs in the freezer.
Yeah.
I think I'll thaw them out and we'll hang some ribs on that thing.
Let's do it.
And I'm anxious to see how the water pan works. Our made up water pan. And of course, I've still got my pit barrel there, and we might even crank that up too.
Well,
And
one of the
charcoal is still fun.
Hey, I got a turkey breast I need to cook, so we can throw that on one of them too.
Absolutely. Michael, you got anything needs cooked?
I've got a freezer full of stuff.
Some little smokies,
Yeah,
maybe
smokies.
some little smokies. But we're really excited about having Pit Barrel back in the store, and we'll get in the next few weeks. We'll get Noah on. He's the guy that owns Pit Barrel Cooker. He and his wife own it. It's a small company, 6 people are employed there, but they're great. Noah is a veteran, a war veteran, and he is an advocate for veterans, and just a super guy. And if you want to spend your money with a great organization, the Pit Barrel Cooker and the Badger Barrel Cooker are two great places to start because I guarantee you, uh, the people at Pit Barrel Cooker and the people at Green Mountain Grill, they appreciate you.
Hey, Steve, $249. I
Yeah.
take my wife and kids out and go somewhere and eat any kind of a decent meal. At a nice restaurant.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, it's more than that. I'll just tell you. So $249 for what you're getting out of this
Yeah.
is a great deal. I'm excited about this. I think we needed this here at Owl's Nest, and I think they're going to, as Michael said, I think they're going to fly out of there.
I've ordered 10 of them. I've ordered 5 of the Pit Barrel, the big one PBX, and I've ordered 5 of the original size. But I think the Badger is going to fly out of the store, Michael. I agree with you. I do. I think it's going to fly out of the store. I just cannot see. I can't see this. I cannot see this thing. I cannot see this thing missing. I really can't.
No, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Johnny Maggs from up in New Hampshire from Pit Life Barbecue Show. You can hear that every Monday night on the Pit Life Barbecue Facebook page and on YouTube. Johnny Maggs saying good evening. And we said, appreciate you watching, Johnny. We also want to say good evening to you as well. I want to thank everybody that's been watching and everybody that's been listening. And I want to remind everybody in the next couple of weeks, we're going to just start streaming the show on the Owl's Nest Barbecue page. I'm going to take it off my personal page. So if the next couple of weeks you go to the personal page and it's not there on a Wednesday, it's over here. We want everybody to come to the Owl's Nest Barbecue page or go to the YouTube page, our YouTube channel. You can go there as well. And we stream it live to YouTube. There's a lot of people that don't do Facebook, and I understand that. And we want you to be able to visit with us at the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply catch-up show. And every Wednesday, that's what we do. We just play catch-up. We tell you what's coming, what we've done, what we've cooked, and we're getting ready for the weekend.
Hey, I challenge everybody out there to go to that YouTube channel and look at all the videos, years of videos out there at all the things, and look in there and find something that you care about or that you want to know about or that you want us to redo.
Yeah.
Or do it again. And so I challenge you to go out there and look at that site, find something out there you're interested in, and let us know, and we'll do it again.
Michael, I've got some shows. I've been doing shows for 5-6 years now. And I've got shows in the catalogs on the YouTube channel with Malcolm Reed and his wife. I've got Heath Riles on there. I've got Donnie Teal. I've got a show. Did you know that I interviewed Donnie Teal one time?
I didn't know it, but I'll have to go back and check that channel out. I've seen it a little bit.
How big is that? I mean, Donnie Teal. I mean, that's huge. I've got an interview. I got an interview with Melissa Cookston is back there. She's on there. I've got a lot of people that you've heard of, a lot of people that you haven't heard of, but it's a lot of interesting content back there.
Yeah.
And
what about,
go there to the.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Michael.
I was going to say, people that are looking at your YouTube channels, and you see something like Pete mentioned that you might want to get redone, come into the store on Saturday morning. We're all going to be there. Come in, meet us in person, taste what we're cooking. It seems about like every Saturday morning we're cooking something.
We're giving away food every Saturday.
Yeah.
Come and see us.
The show starts at 9, and after 9 we sit there and feast, and we'd love for you. Brandon Moore and Barbecue Steve came in last Saturday and hunkered down on some pork belly burn ends.
Oh,
so that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'm kind of glad. I hate to say it, I don't mean it wrong, but I'm kind of glad that we didn't get a hold of the Lane, for Lanes to be on the show today, because I want to try his product before we get him on the show and be able to talk about his product and what it tasted and what we thought, and give them some feedback and understand a little. I like to do it that way.
Yeah. Well, Ryan has got they've got a great Facebook page, Lane's Barbecue, and they've got some good recipes and a lot of how-to stuff. And, I am really excited about teaming up with them. People like Lanes, David Bosca, Malcolm Reed, Heath Riles. They put content out there for us to watch and to enjoy. And they're the ones that they care about what their product is, what they're selling, and they want you to know how to use it. And that takes the burden off of us, doesn't it, Michael?
It does. Makes it easy.
So, yeah. So, we support these guys because they support us.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that very much.
We've been watching his videos, the Lane videos, for a week now.
Yeah.
I mean, great videos too. A lot of good stuff, a lot of good things you can learn from everybody, But I'm excited about trying the new product.
Those ouch, get a cramp. Those Cuban cigars that they did on there were just they're incredible. Incredible. They pounded out a big pork chop and put ham in it, and then cheese,
Pickle,
well, they put the pickle. I forgot the pickle, and mustard, and of course I used the tiger tail mustard that we've got.
rolled them up and wrapped it in bacon.
Yeah, and they weren't mine weren't bad. Don't get me wrong, they weren't bad. I'm missing something, but we're gonna do it again, and that's gonna be the Saturday before the Super Bowl show, the Cuban cigars, and maybe we can get Ryan on the maybe we can get him on the feed to be on the show with us.
Did you use smoked Gouda?
No, but I will. I will. I shouldn't have used mozzarella.
A little smoked Gouda goes a long ways.
I didn't even know what smoked Gouda was before I started cooking with Pete. But you know what, Michael? He's right.
Pete loves that stuff. I mean, he puts
I
it
do
on.
too. It's delicious. It's delicious. All right, we're going to get out of here. David comes on in about 10 minutes. Go to the Butcher Barbecue Facebook page. David Bosca will be on at 7:30, and he'll be reviewing the Butcher Barbecue Sweet Chipotle Rub. And David will tell you all about it. He'll tell you about the taste of it, the marketing of it, the branding of it, the background of it, and how he came to be. It's very interesting, especially if you're a retailer like us and you want to know about product, you have product knowledge. David's doing a great service to not only the retailers, but to the general public as well. So support David and what he's doing. It's a great idea. And small guys like me really appreciate that. We really do. And anytime you can get the word out on your stuff, we appreciate it. All right, we're going to get out of here. And let's play that one. Let's play the Badger Barrel one more time on the way out of here. And we'll see you Saturday morning here at 9 o'clock on the Owl's Nest Barbecue Show with Steve Ray, Pete Brenton, and Michael Williams. Until then, adios. Just in here at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply from Pit Barrel Cookers. It's the new Badger Barrel. This is the cooker that the backyard cook is going to love. First, Greg, if you'll back out just a little bit, it's got a dome top. So what that means, when you cook something on the top here, you got plenty of room on top. You don't have to sink it down. Plenty of room. You've got your above heat adjustment right there. Right there to ease it. You've got your bottom intake here on the bottom where you set it. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You set it in our area. You'll set it on a 1/4 inch. You'll take these, you'll move them open just a little bit, about right there. And this thing will run at 265 to 275 degrees perfectly. Now, let's dig into it. Take the top off. Come on in, Greg. You've got your hanging grate that you hang your ribs, a brisket, anything you want, you can hang from there. Then you've got your grilling grate. You can grill up here. If you want to cook up there and smoke something, right there. If you want to just hang something, take that out. And you hang from right there. Here's cross member. You can even hang from right there. It goes right in. You put your charcoals in the bottom, and this thing is a monster cooker. But as they say, but wait, that comes off. Something that pit barrels you can't do with a pit barrel, but you can do it with here. Here's your tray for your charcoal right there. Oops. Say if you want to go home and grill something, or if you want to take it out to an outside party, a tailgate party. Look at that. There's your grill for hamburgers and steaks and whatever right there. You take that off and put that back on. Wow. The neat thing is it clips. Come on over here, Greg, and I'll show you right there in the light. It clips on 3 sides, so you can pick it up and move it. I'm telling you, $249 is the price point on this Badger barrel. And we are the first retailers in the United States that are going to have these. We should be getting these in 2 weeks. They're $249. If you want to reserve yours, come on by Al's Nest Barbecue Supply right here in Ooltewah. You can put down $50 deposit, and as soon as they get in, we'll call you. The Badger barrel, $249. It's going to be a great tool for your backyard cookers and a contest cooker if you'd like. But for the backyard, you won't be able to beat it. The Badger barrel from Pit Barrel Cookers.